Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nave, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to bhop. So this is going to be a beginner's guide on how to bhop. I'm going to also include many different ways of bhopping, as well as tips and tricks to bhop. So first off, I'm just going to go ahead and load into Mirage on a bots map. Alright, so once you get into a bots map, all you're going to want to do is you want to make sure SV underscore auto bunny hopping is off. Okay, so now that we've made sure that auto bunny hopping is off, I'm going to go ahead and no clip. If you spawn on CT side, you can actually just no clip all the way this direction, and you'll make it into the 1v1 arenas. This is actually a crucial spot for me personally. When learning to bhop, I actually like this place a lot because all the grounds over here is flat. There's no unevenness. Maybe this, but that's about it. Or this. So first things first, you're gonna want to go down in the description below, and you're gonna want to get the binds for your scroll wheel so that you could jump with your scroll wheel. So you could jump up with scrolling down and jump up with scrolling up. So up, down. You guys can probably see it on my screen right now. So first things first, once you got the bind in and you are messing around and you're trying to bhop. So before we even move into movement, we're just going to practice jumping. You're going to want to practice timing the jumping, and there's going to be two kinds of jumping. So there's a regular, what I'm doing now, I'm just jumping, not pressing anything on my keyboard. And then there's the other jumping, which involves crouching. Jump, crouch, uncrouch, jump. Usually I do this with the mouse scroll wheel. So this is going to be useful for people that want to learn to bhop off of things that are like higher than half the player model. So let's say you want to jump onto this thing, strafe onto this thing. To do this bhop, you cannot do it with just not crouching. So you can't even climb this thing properly. You need to crouch. So jump, crouch, uncrouch, jump. By the way, this is the easy version of this. With that being said, these are the two kind of jumpings you're going to want to learn. The next thing to do is you want to learn strafing. Strafing is actually a lot easier than most people think. And really all it involves is a series of you press A, so you press A, you press D. That's all it is. Now you want to add turning left when you press A, and you want to add turning right when you press D. A, D, A, D, A, D, A, D. And you want to just practice this. You're going to notice that you're going to move forward slowly. Now, this is not 100% sync, as I cannot, for the life of me, 100% sync. But I can show you that once you get the strafing down like this, this also is like the same thing you'd be using for like jiggle peeking corners. When you want to jiggle peek corners like this, it's the same concept. You're just adding it, moving left and right on your screen. For anyone that's curious, I'm playing 800 DPI as well as 1.65 sensitivity in CSGO. Resolution of this gameplay that you're seeing right now is 1440 by 1080. So, moving on from that, you can also start practicing locking yourself in this corner, hold your knife out, hold W, scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down, and you want to just move you just want to pick a direction and just keep moving in this direction. And if you can continuously jump and have at least 120 velocity, so on the top left of my screen, you want to have at least 120 velocity or higher, then you know you're doing things right. You can go ahead and then practice your strafe jumping. So you press W temporarily, jump, and then you press A or D, so A or D, and you look in a certain direction. So let's say I want to go off to the right, W, jump, like that. So this is essentially how you bhop. But b-hopping, you never press W. After you go forward once, you never press W unless you're sharp turning a corner. But at that point, you end up losing velocity. So, what you do to practice this, or the best way to practice this, is jump, 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 jump. And even if you don't get all the timings correctly, it's okay. Because this is practice. And you can also practice starting without pressing W. Like this. And that is literally the fundamentals of b-hopping. Let's say you wanted to practice this, just like the concept with the bin over there. You have to jump, crouch, jump, and then jump. The reason why over here you have to do that is because there's a skybox. Notice how you can only jump so high and then you get pushed back down. Versus when you go over here, it's like you float a little bit. Another lesson to learn when you b-hop is that you never hit 100% of your hops unless you're a madman. There you go. So once you do this jump, you pretty much, like, if you were able to do this jump, you've pretty much learned how to b-hop. Uneven ground like this is your worst enemy. It's still possible, but it's just harder. That crouch b-hop, that crouch, jump, crouch, that's what you're going to need it for, this. A neat little thing to learn when learning how to b-hop, you can actually exit apps with a strafe. So you line yourself up at this carpet. So if you're running at max velocity, so that's 250, jump, and then you just look to the left. If you crouch, you'll just go pop out of the window. Should look something like this. Just like that. This, you can actually b-hop around this pillar. Not like this, but this one in the middle. So, just like that. This, if you can do this, you pretty much learned how to b-hop already. And you could probably graduate from this video forever. Maybe unless you take a break from CSGO and come back and you become garbage again, but that's okay. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a pleasure to make. My name is Nath, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.